Good morning, everybody. This week's parsha is Bahar. Bahar means at the Mount Sinai. So it's explained about Moshe Rabbeinu. The Torah describes Moshe Rabbeinu, and the Torah says, "Va'ish Moshe anav ma'od mikol adam asher al pnei adama." That Moshe Rabbeinu was the most humble person on the face of the earth. So the question is asked, how is it possible that Moshe Rabbeinu, Moses, from all people, is the most humble person? I mean, he's the guy that really had everything. He went up to the mountain, he saw God, he received the Torah, he's the one that gave it over to the Jewish people. Anybody ever had a question, he was the one to answer the question. He was one to speak to God face to face. He split the sea. He performed all the 10 miracles. Anything that anybody ever had, any great experience, Moshe Rabbeinu was it. He was like the epitome of anything. So how can it be that Moshe Rabbeinu is the most humble person on the face of the earth? So the explanation is that Moshe, he didn't fool himself. He knew all his great accomplishments. However, he concluded as follows. He came to say that first of all his talents come from God. So he doesn't have anything to be proud of himself. He was born, he was given these great talents. That's number one. Second thing is, if somebody else would have the opportunity, the capabilities, and the character traits, and the gifts that he had, most probably that person would do a better job. So he knew what he had, but he also knew where it came from. So this is also, when it comes to us, when it comes to receiving the Torah on one hand was given on a mountain, the other hand it was given on a very small mountain. On one hand, there has to be a certain level of humbleness to be able to receive the Torah, to be able to be a receiver, and to allow it to penetrate the person. We have to be humble. On the other hand, there has to be somewhat of a level of a mountain. There has to be a certain boldness. There has to be a certain Jewish pride. I don't have to apologize for being a Jew. I have to be proud of being a Jew. So it's also brought down in the Yehuda ben Tema Omer, have a az kanomer. I have to be bold like a leopard. What does it mean to be bold like a leopard? That there's strength as a lion. That's the muscles. That's outside. That's the body. But then there's the emotional. There's the feeling of the person that you have to be bold. You have to be proud. You have to allow yourself to know that everything that you have is a great opportunity, and you don't want to lead from behind. You don't want to, sometimes the dog is running, the master and the dog are walking, the dog's running ahead. So who's running the show, the dog or the person? So you would think the dog, but every once in a while the dog turns around to see where he's going. Is he going the right way or not? So he's leading, but he's not really leading. So by us also, we have to know that we have to make the way. We don't have to turn around. You don't have to look if everybody else is looking at you or not looking at you. You have to be proud. You have to know that we have it. We have the Torah. We have the insight of God, and we just have to go with it, and we will have the success and the insight and the true joy and happiness.